What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're here for an unboxing, and yes, I know one of these things is not like the other, and I think it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear, especially when you know for a fact that when they designed the outside packaging, they left in all of the imperfections that were on the VHS cassette box by the lead designer from his personal collection. So this on the right hand side, even on that edge there, that's printed on. That's not a scuff or a damage of my packaging of my figures. That's, you can see my reflection in it. That's printed on the box. This is the legit real version, and on your left, this is the knockoff. They copied the whole package except for the imperfections. For some reason, they decided to use Photoshop and clean them up. But I can assure you, the one on the left is not legitimate, and I can't. These packages are too big for me to use my tripod, so we gotta do it this way. The bow staff was loose in the package. Leonardo looks like he got sat on. Half his face is on the package there. And of course these ones, you've seen these ones before. These ones are in beautiful condition. Some eye problems on a couple of them. Raphael has teeth. I've already looked at this one. So I already saw that Leo's taking some damage. Donny also looks to be scraping onto the outside plastic. And here's the kicker. You ready for this, you guys? This is why you don't buy knockoffs, guys. Where are Raph's teeth? He has no teeth. He literally, somehow they missed putting in his teeth. He's got no teeth. Mikey's not looking to the left anymore, so they fixed that. But look, Donny looks like he ate too much vanilla ice cream. So now he looks like a bird. He's got a beak. Same thing with Leo. So this is why we don't buy knockoffs, kids. These are already, before I've even taken them out of the package, vastly inferior. The only reason why I bought these was for photographs. That's the only reason I bought these. I'm not going to display them. I'm only going to use them, for example, if I'm out shooting some photos in like the sand, for example. I'll use these ones because I don't care if they get sand in the joints. I don't care if they get left out in the sun for too long. These are, as you can see, they're vastly inferior. He's got a beak like a bird. Raph doesn't have a beak, but he doesn't have teeth. So he is a bird. They all look like birds because of the color, and he looks like a bird because he's got no teeth. So we're gonna crack this package for video proof. I haven't opened it yet. This is how it arrived today, straight from China, presumably. So there's the package, intact, has not been opened. What I'm gonna do before I start opening this though, before I cut the tape, is I'm gonna put this one away because I don't want this one to get damaged. This one is still in immaculate, beautiful condition. And we don't need these figures to compare to because I have the loose ones from GameStop last year, the legit GameStop ones to compare to. Hey, look, he has teeth. So, all right, we're just gonna cut here and put these guys away. We're back. It's one thing to bootleg something, but it's something else entirely to bootleg it and try to pass it off as the original. Like, they got their names on here, man. Like, it's just blatantly disrespectful. Like, you can bootleg a giant faceless corporation, but when you're bootlegging NECA and they're so beloved by collectors, for the most part, it's just not cool, man. It's just not cool. Just to confirm again, video proof. This is still factory sealed. I'm now going to be opening for the first time. The damage on Leo doesn't make sense. This damage doesn't make sense because this crack here would indicate that there was an awful lot of pressure in this area, like something had crushed this corner. But there's no matching damage in the cardboard. So how does this get destroyed on the inside here, but this does not? That doesn't add up. That tells me maybe that this set got crushed and then they swapped it into another one. And then you can see from the twist tie here being very, very loose, he probably had his face against the plastic in transit. And that's why he's missing some blue or something. But anyway, just video evidence that I did not damage these. I did not tamper with the package in any way. This is how it arrived in the mail. This is what I received. Okay, photographic proof. Video proof that I am not messing around here. I have now opened the package. Oof. Does not smell good. Does not smell like these guys. These guys smell good when they come out of the package. This does not smell good already, and I haven't even taken anything out yet. Let's start with the obvious ones. Look at this. Like, this thing got annihilated somehow, but the cardboard survived. Riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this. That is just super fishy, super sketchy. If the plastic is destroyed, the cardboard, by extension, must have been destroyed as well. I don't see how there's any other alternative outcome. Straight out the package, here's Leonardo, or imposter Leonardo. Oh my gosh, his shell is on crooked. His torso doesn't line up with his shell. Maybe I can't even use these for photos. Maybe these are just straight trash. Like, I'll just be able to use them in background shots. Just have random turtles in the background of stuff. This is split open. This is not supposed to be split like this. This is supposed to be glued together. It's an obvious error. Got a wonky eye. One eye is okay, the other eye is wonky. Okay, so there's the leader of the group. Let's get Donny next. No, let's get Raph next. The other frustrating thing is, if you think about it, buying these at the price that they're being sold at, if you wait long enough, NECA is going to release these domestically in most countries. So there really is no rush. Okay, look. He's got no teeth. They literally forgot to put the teeth. Oh, they're in there. But they're way in there? No, that's what they're supposed to get glued to. Yeah, look at this. This Raph has no teeth. That's embarrassing. So that's not salvageable. This head sculpt is completely worthless to me. Is this one off kilter too? This one looks better. The front of the shell looks a little bit better. Oh, but look at this. Look at this here. Let's use a pointy stick. Let me borrow this, fake Donny. Look at this shoulder. This is much more narrow than this side. So this shoulder is in too far, and this shoulder looks to be properly proportioned. And that's not just the shell that's throwing me off. That is the actual shoulder sculpt. Ah, problems, man. First world problems, I know. But I remember when these first came out, people were posting them and they couldn't tell the difference. But now that I have them in hand, I could kind of tell the difference from the photos that people were posting. But now that I have them in hand, oh baby, I can tell the difference. It is clear as mud. Did they glue the belt on? Seriously? They super glued the belt on in the wrong place. Like, what are you supposed to do with this? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. So it's going to take some work. I'm going to have to carefully pry the belt off so I can at least have him wearing it in a sensible position. Because this just looks ridiculous. Looks like the same, yeah, same problem with the sculpt. If you don't look at, like, if you got a lazy eye, I guess, you won't notice it, but I don't know. I wanted these for photography, that's it. I wanted to be able to have a set that I could beat up if I needed to for photos. I think I'm going to be disappointed. I think I wasted the money on these. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Look at the gap here. I'm going to have to take these apart and modify them just to make them usable. Because as they stand right now, I wouldn't dare photograph these. The nice thing is that they fixed the eyes on Mikey. In previous photographs of the knockoffs, Mikey was always looking to the side. Both eyes were just way off. This one at least is looking straight ahead, but the expression is extreme. All right, that's it for getting them out of the package. I'm gonna sit down now because I had to do that standing up so I could reach them. But now we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison of each turtle one at a time. And it's not gonna be hard to keep them distinguished from each other. Not hard at all. Here we go. So straight off the bat, I will give Imposter Leo a little bit of credit. He's probably a quarter, maybe an eighth of an inch taller than Genuine Leo. Maybe like an eighth of an inch. You can see it there. It's very, very close. Genuine Leo is right here. Bringing it a little tighter, you can see Imposter Leo has damage to his bandana right here. So just looking at the colors to start off, they used a bit too much orange here. The printing on the legs, this one's actually not too bad. I've seen knockoff ones where they have this same too much white on the legs. So the legs here look okay. I'm actually, I'm comfortable using these for photos if I need to do some crazy poses. I haven't worked in this set of authentic turtles yet, and I really don't want to. I don't want to damage them. Yeah, like if you were gonna leave a set of turtles out and you were worried someone might steal them or something, you might be able to pass these off if you can clean up some of the issues. But the face there is a really great shot. There's the difference in the faces. This one's got a stumpy face. Like the mold shrunk. So this one's kind of like squished in the face a little too much. The shells were all unique. They didn't put enough detail on this. This just looks like it came right out of the mold. They didn't wash it or anything. This one's too clean. This one has a nice detail to it. A nice color to it. And this is a flimsy plastic, the scabbards, whereas this is hard plastic. So if I stick these swords in here, they'll probably break if this puts enough pressure on them. Because these ones are known, the genuine ones are known to be very, very fragile, very brittle. So if these are equally as brittle, oh no, they're not. They're soft plastic. They might actually survive. Let's try it. I don't mind. I also don't mind using the knockoff weapons to preserve the genuine ones. That I don't mind. I would definitely do that. Oh yeah, look at that. That's fine. Just because getting replacement weapons is probably going to be pretty expensive to get genuine replacement weapons. So that's, you know, we can salvage, we can make the best of a bad situation. This one's not straight. This one's off on an angle like this. That's why the sword didn't want to go in. That's a little better. This one is perfectly straight though. So it doesn't matter which way you put that one in, but this one needs to go in this way because there's a bit of an angle there. So there you go. There's Leo versus Leo. A few other fit and finish things that are off that I'll highlight for you here. The first thing I want to highlight is the wrists. So for example, on this wrist, you can see it here. If I move this sword out of the way, there we go. So the genuine one is nice and tight, close to the wrist. This one is not. It's sticking out. I've tried already to push it in. It's not going to go in any further than that. When I swap the hands, we'll find out what's going on in there. But yeah, just fit and finish. It's clear which one is authentic and which one is not. And then if we even look in the elbow here, I'm trying to figure out how to line these guys up. If we look in the elbow here, you can see just how much more room there is in this one, which is good for posing because I'm not worried about if I break this guy because it's cheap. But this one looks a lot better. You're going to be able to get in tight for photos and it's going to look really, really good. Whereas this guy's not as good. I'm trying to figure out where they went wrong with the shoulders. I think they copied Leo. I think Leo has the shortfall when it comes to shoulders here. I think this part here is smaller than this part, but NECA didn't use the same sculpt. Yep, not the same for all four turtles. This one looks similar actually. Whereas these knockoffs, all four of them use the shorter collarbone. Oh, this one has it too. Huh. Only Donny got spared from the mini collarbone? That's interesting. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Here's Donny. Quick comparison. This hand doesn't grip tight enough the bow staff. This one does. You can see I've got Donny where he's holding the bow staff in the air. This one, oh, now he'll do it. Now that I say he won't do it, now he will do it. But I tried to copy the pose. Okay. Certain points or something. Some imperfection in the bow staff. Which looks to all just be one color. But the obvious difference here being the face. You can see this one's got a beak painted on his face. Don't ask me why. That's kind of weird. Oh, so instead of Mikey looking off to the one side, this Donny's looking off to his right. Whereas the authentic Donny is looking straight ahead. Again, we've already talked about the belt issues. Again, too much orange here. Looks like they probably use the same knee pads for all four of the knockoff turtles. The belt is pretty convincing though. The belt, well, aside from the fact that it's missing the fabric, that's a big oopsie. But of course, even NECA made that mistake the first few runs that they did of these, or the first run, I should say. I'm pretty sure they all shipped like that. The GameStop ones, they were corrected. They had the fabric. That's what these ones are. These are the GameStop ones. Not much to say about Donny. He's actually not that bad. The belt and the beak, if I take care of those two issues, I think I can photograph this guy. This guy will be the easiest one to salvage. so far. Leo's got more issues. I gotta try to match that blue. Yeah. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Mikey is the one that makes me realize that they actually sculpted the main torsos all in one piece. I didn't notice it until I got Mikey out. So the authentic Mikey, they've got articulation around the lower rib cage, not waist articulation, because that would be down here. It's up like where your rib cage would be if you were to do squats. But this one does not. So another telltale sign that you're playing with knockoffs is there should be a gap here, and it should be able to articulate forward, because the authentic ones have sit-up crunch, I guess you could call it, whereas this one clearly does not. Looks like they're loose, like they're not connected on the inside of the shell. I wonder if it's like stuck, or if they painted it together. Oh, it looks like it is. Oh my gosh, it is. Would you look at that? Maybe I just broke it or something, because that looks extreme. Okay, well, there you go, folks. That is not a telltale sign, because they did actually do that. What did we miss here? I bet there you go. So just apply some pressure, and there you go. There's the articulation that we're missing. Okay, lesson learned. Spoke too soon. But it feels like you're breaking it to get it going, to be honest. It feels like I'm cracking something. This one's going to be tough because the belt is way too tight around his waist. So it's not going to let me articulate him forward, but there, I cracked it. Away we go on that one. All right, interesting, interesting. Let's focus on the things that we know are obviously different. So this one's got the beak painted on. The eyes look like he's crazy, like he's on something. Like this one looks like, yeah, you know, that's Mikey. That looks happy, looks like Mikey. This one looks like he's on drugs. He's like, he wants you, like he's gonna come get you. Ah. Horror film kind of Mikey. The belt looks passable. It's a little too big. Detail appears to all be there. Again, a little bit of wash on this shell. That's a switch. We do have some stray paint, some gold paint up here. Something stuck on there. This looks to be the other bandana. I wonder why the bandanas are different. And this orange seems like they were running out. Like they watered down the orange and they couldn't get it bright enough. Maybe they used too much orange down here on the other turtles. This one doesn't have as much yellow, I should say. Yeah, a little bit of orange. This one actually, I think is funny. The authentic one has too much of this brown detail here. A little bit too much there. This one doesn't, which is kind of funny. Kind of funny, but there you go. There's a comparison of the Mikeys. We do get the articulation here. That's interesting. I didn't think we did, but if you try to break them hard enough, you'll get it going. But yep, that's it for Mikey. Now we'll finish things off with my favorite turtle. I'm working on fixing the figure, and I realize I should probably be recording this. So here's the authentic Raphael. Here's the toothless Raphael. I'm trying to get the belt low enough, because right now it's on the corner. I'm going to ruin the sai if I try to jam it in there while it's on a corner. So I'm just trying to lower the belt enough to take some of the pressure off, but they put a little spot of glue on the back of the shell here. They even left a cutout. Why did they do that? Do these ones have that? I guess these ones have that. But there's a little more play for Raph. He's got a little more room on his belt. I will probably not be gluing this back in place, even though I think I just ruined it. But whatever. It doesn't matter. I bought this to beat it up. That's why I bought this. I didn't buy this to sit on a shelf. This is the one I'm going to take out to the lake and pose in the water so I don't have to ruin the real thing. Yeah, it's going to take some work. I think there's glue in this belt. I'm going to have to stick like a piece of metal in here to get it going. It's not going to work. Okay, we won't bother with that. So yeah, here's the real Raph on your left, knockoff on the right. You can see he's got the beak. You can see right through his head. Right here, you can see my finger. Look in his mouth, in the knockoff mouth. You can see right through because he has no teeth. You can see right through his neck to where my hand is. That's just creepy. So, very unfortunate. But there is a redeeming thing about this. When I got my initial SDCC set and they were having QC issues with the eyes, I did request some replacement heads. So this is straight from NECA. This is authentic. This is a replacement head to replace the one that came in my SDCC exclusive 4-pack. That's not what I expected to have happen. I did not want that coming out. I'm going to need some pliers to get that out, because I'm not going to be able to use my fingers to remove that. Okay, what if we try it like this? Nope, that's not tight enough. Okay, well, never mind. I was going to show you guys what this knockoff would look like with a genuine NECA head, but it's so cheap I can't even do that for you right now. I'm going to have to figure out how to get that neck ball out of there in order to do that swap, but I'll do that later. I have to do that for you guys. So yeah, issues with the belt, the leg printing. So the knockoffs have all identical spots on their legs, whereas the authentic ones all have different spots. Yeah. I'm just verifying that what I'm saying is true. Yes, they all have different spots. They're all unique turtles. The knockoffs all have the same spots on their shoulders too. This little pattern is repeated on their shoulders on all 4 knockoff turtles. Yep. Whereas the pattern here is there is no pattern. Raph has some. Mikey only has 3. Donny doesn't have any. And Leo only has 2. So you're getting more variety with the authentics. Alright guys, I think that's it for the video today. I'm going to have to cut this all together and see how it turned out. Toothless Raph. I really want to swap that head. It just looks ridiculous. That's it guys. That's all I got for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Be excellent to each other. May the force be with you. And most importantly, Cowabunga.